face into the steel mesh of the cage, giving Mandy the time to slap in that Cobra Clutch. And that's where Lilith tapped out. The Valkyries now can finally continue their climb up the tag team ladder. Still undefeated. They're still undefeated. They weren't pinned or submitted. So their quest to gaining tag team gold continues. And Angel's trying to see if Lilith's okay and being choked out by the Cobra Clutch. The crowd really in support of the Valkyries. Big victory. Oh man, what a moment that was for that match. Alright guys, now it's time. Now up next is the Women's Television Championship matchup, as Aya will be taking on Andrea. And throat's a little dry. Here first, coming to the ring is the challenger, representing Sports Entertainment Extreme, the Bikini Zombie Slayer, Aya. The only former three-time SCA Women's Regional Champion, who was the first recruit to Sports Entertainment Extreme when it was formed at Death and Rebirth. Aya and Andrea have been at each other's throats in the past couple of shows, slamming each other's heads through walls, smacking each other with pipes. They were doing almost anything to each other. But now it's going to come ahead here in the steel cage. Women's TV title on the line, 15-minute time limit. The crowd very angry, very disappointed in Aya's choice to joining Sports Entertainment Extreme. Hell, even Aya changed her game up too, just like how Kanu changed her game up. Aya's a lot more aggressive, even more aggressive than she was before. And now guys, here comes the champion, Andrea of the HWO. An SCA original from back in the old days. Former XGWO, former NYCW star, Andrea has been through hell and back in her career. She's come back home. The SCA, where I feel that she truly does belong. And she's the champion, and she's held that title for a while, since defeating Salvatore not once, not twice, but 3 times in a row. But Andrea's gonna have a hell of a fight here. I know for a fact that Andrea is not 100% after what Aya did to her, slamming her head first into a wall. Alright, here we go guys. Remember when I said earlier, Aya slammed Andrea's head into the concrete wall. Andrea, it's obvious to me that Andrea is definitely not 100% in this matchup. And if I know Aya, she's going to exploit that with all of her being. Remember guys, the women's TV title is also on the line too, which means this is also going to be this match will have a 15-minute time limit. Andrea has to try to find a way to put Aya away quickly before all that damage she took from the head's meeting wall will be coming to effect. And if I know Aya, she's going to be using a lot of street fighting skill attacks against her. Look at look, like I just said, elbow right to the back of the head. She's going to be focusing on the head of Andrea. So far, Andrea with a drop kick right to the back of the neck. This is just survival for Andrea. Andrea has been through many type of matches where she's been hurt, but she's always somehow persevered. You can like Andrea or you can hate Andrea. You can't deny that she's a phenomenal athlete. She's very dedicated to this business. And volley slam, a very vicious there by the champion. But not by the champion. What am I? Again, tongue-tied. By the challenger, excuse me. Even though, she got her head slammed, Aya's gonna be definitely finding this a challenge. Trying to over a kick. Andrea with a kick of her own. Front face lock, elbow to the back of Aya's head. If you remember, Andrea also sent Aya face first into a wall. And what a huge takedown by the challenger. Look at the challenger. Just slamming her elbows right into the shoulders of the champion. I hope that gun on her waist isn't loaded. Great side headlock. Going over with a punch. This time now a front face lock. Driving her elbow right into the throat. And once again, going for the shoulders again. This is really smart wrestling here. Or real smart brawling by Aya. And now Aya just picking her up in that catcher suplex. The champion being overwhelmed by the challenger. And nice counterattack there by the champion. You have to be well aware of your surroundings, especially in this steel cage environment. Also, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that I believe coming up next will be the Women's Tag Team Championship match, as Poison and Riot will be defending these belts against the Seekers of Truth. Though I have to bring something that Eddie mentioned to me, that they don't even work here. Poison and Riot are not contracted SCA wrestlers. Yet, they come in here, force themselves into a championship match. They defeat the former champions, Seize, Metis, and Igus, and now they're holding the titles hostage. Why they're holding the titles hostage, I definitely don't know. I'm not really 100% sure. I want to know. Oh, I tried to end this quickly, but a STO counter. After Andrea countered her stuff, I responded with an STO. I just completely dominating the champion right now. Andrea in a whole lot of trouble. And I mean really, really big trouble. But she's still surviving. Andrea is still surviving. But it might be too much, even for her. Wait, Aya pulling her back right into a clothesline. This time working on the knee. She's doing some serious damage. Aya definitely not one you want to mess around with or underestimate. Wait a minute. Aya and Andrea rolling half Nelson suplex. That could definitely change things up. Oh wait, right into the eye by Aya. And Aya it got Andrea dazed. Tried to pick her up. No! Vicious arm breaker counter by Andrea. I honestly thought she got dazed by the eye rake, but that basically just tricked her. And another STO by the challenger. And Aya slamming Andrea's arm into the mat. This has not been looking good for the champion. Champion's really got to find a way to turn this thing around. If she doesn't turn this around soon, it could spell the end. Sports Entertainment Extreme will get another championship belt. This time, Aya into the corner. Trapped in the corner. Andrea, look at this, gaining some distance here. Running and just kicking Aya in the side of her jaw at the corner. That's got to do some damage. Snapmare trying to go for the butterfly for the underhook. Trying to go for underhook submission, and nope. So far, Aya is showing Andrea the wrath of being a zombie slayer. I mean, it's bad enough that I saw this complete man is in vicious. That's definitely got to be a game changer in this matchup. Kick to the gut. What is Andrea going to try to do here? A drop kick to the jaw. This is definitely got to be a game changer right here. Go once again, going for the Rings of Saturn. This is a move we haven't seen in years. And Aya has basically quickly saved her skin. And now she's got Andrea up on the shoulder. Running power slam. You guys can definitely see the seriousness in Aya's eyes. She wants that championship. Oh no, I think she's going to signal for the end here. She's got Andrea right where she wants her. Over the shoulder. Pick up. And that's it. I don't know what the hell Aya calls that. I honestly don't know. And let's look at the replay here. That vicious running power slam. And then, look at this move, guys. I don't know how to describe it, like a sideways choke slam. But, as much as I hate to say this, as much as I hate to believe this, Aya is now the new SCA Women's TB Champion. Sports Entertainment Extreme now has 2 titles. I cannot believe this. The crowd doesn't believe it. They refuse to believe it. Now Sports Entertainment Extreme now has 2 championship belts. And Andrea trying to shake the cobwebs out. I don't even think she knows what the hell just happened. Now the cage is lowering up so the referee, the official, can hand Aya the newly won Women's TB title. Sports Entertainment Extreme is slowly gaining power in SCA, and this is not good, and they need to be stopped, and they gotta be stopped soon, or else they will force an evolution on the SCA that is so dangerous it could destroy the company. Well, there's Seekers of Truth getting ready for their tag team championship match coming up next. On the way, and wait, what the hell? There's Poison and Riot, the women's tag team champions, these 2 who don't even work here. And they completely ambushed the #1 contenders for their championships. The championships they should not even be wearing, yet somehow, it counts somehow, after what happened in Eternity episode 11. They are holding the tag team titles hostage for reasons completely unknown. And they're trying to make sure that they have no match tonight. As much as I hate to say this, a smart strategy by Poison and Riot. Riot just delivering a series of punches to Yukiko. Chie in a little bit of trouble of her own. And this is when they were on their way to the entrance of the arena here in the back. Oh, and guys, I forgot to mention this earlier. If you guys are wondering what happened to normally, DC Champ and Eddie Mack would be normally with me here on commentary. I'm sorry, I apologize, guys, that I forgot to mention this earlier, and I mentioned this only like near halfway of the show, or near the first half, or the end of the first half. But okay, basically there was a problem with the airplanes, and their flights got canceled because the airport is a bunch of idiots, and they were unable to come to make it here to the show. And I hope that when we come to Serenity episode 12, that we will definitely see them back at commentary again when things are up and running as usual. It's bad enough that XGWL is under under hiatus. They're under bankruptcy. It's bad enough we got that. But now CCL in the rumor mill, they're under hiatus too, indefinite. And I'm thinking they're going through a bankruptcy problem too. I hope it isn't happening. But anyway, enough about that. I'll speak about that later on. But right now, we got this giant ambush here. Where the hell is security? It's like here in SCA, we don't believe in security. Security always comes and ruins everything. Yeah, security has a habit of ruining things. We're like, let them fight. Let them fight. I mean, don't you guys hate that when we want to see a fight between like 2 people? And security just automatically run in. They're like, no, you will not have this fight. We're separating these 2 or 4 people or multiple right now. And then the crowd gets angry. Well, I'm kind of glad we don't security's not here, because maybe the Seekers of Truth can take them out and take the titles. And so far, the Seekers of Truth fighting back. They're fighting back against this ambush that the champions had planned. Still, the champions are strong. I mean, these 2, there's no information, no data, no tapes on Poison and Riot. You don't know how they fight, you don't know how they wrestle. Well, except Riot, because Riot was with Women of Wrestling before it was taken off the air. But, you got nothing on Poison. And, Yukiko and them, they've never seen Riot before. I know they've heard of Women of Wrestling, but they never watched it. I mean, if they did, they would probably learn about how dangerous Riot is. And look at Riot, slamming Yukio face first into the wall. And now Poison's all alone. Not Poison, what the hell am I saying? Yukiko is all that. Man, mad commentary mix up here. I'm getting really tongue-tied tonight. Yukiko